Hello.
Hey,
This is
how's it
a
going?
very special episode of the Lore Boys podcast on the main channel feed where we're giving you guys what we do for the bonus episode usually because we got a sick Peter tonight and it's just me and Jimbo. We got a
Yeah, we
half
forgot to close
episode
the
for you.
we forgot to close the gate in the backyard, and he fell into the pool, and he's just been swimming in circles for hours, and
Yeah,
uh,
exactly.
none of
Got
us have fished him out
got
yet.
his life vest on. We never let Peter take off his water wings. Little guy like him, you know. He just can't. The pools are too big. He can't climb out of them. But he's
Yep,
having a blast. We left him a bowl of
love it.
kibble out there in case he gets hungry.
I'll start recording video in case we ever do use it.
Oh, I forgot
I
about that.
yeah.
Let me what
So
if what if instead of an episode, we just, like, listen to me go, while I, try to finish off the edit of our first video content live on air, huh? Is that good
yeah,
content?
honestly, sounds like an efficient use of our time because you could do editing at the same time as recording. So yeah. Uh, I've been
Uh,
really into Fallout lately, and
yeah.
this was gonna be the Christmas episode recording tonight. So there was like kind of a mix up of like what we were gonna do today. So I tried to get a Fallout episode together. I didn't quite get there, but if you're listening to this today, Fallout Season 2 comes out, um, which I'm really looking forward to. I just finished New Vegas, and I've been playing Magic: The Gathering. I
Yeah, you
bought
got dog meat, eh?
I
And
got a
jelly.
dog meat deck. Here he is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's Voltron, that's fun. That's, like, what my Mimeoplasm deck wants to do, basically, is be like that,
Yeah.
which is
It
you
came with
build
like
up
a
your
little
commander, your main guy,
life
really, really big. Oh, you got your little
yeah,
life spinner?
little life spinner with the dog meat on it. Yeah, it's really fun. I've only seen it played in one game so far, but it
And
beat
you're telling me
my
a cat played this dog deck? Hmm.
yeah, Catherine.
Mm.
Speaking of dogs, Coda, look. I have a dog
Coda.
with a bow tie in the background.
Whoa, bow tie dog. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, Catherine's starting her job tomorrow. So I took the dog tonight so she doesn't have to worry about her in the morning and stuff.
Nice,
It'll
nice, nice,
be a big
nice.
adjustment. She's been off work for a long time and then has to be up at 6 a.m. to catch the bus at 7 tomorrow. So yeah,
Woof. Don't be
that'll
late on
be
your
fun.
first day.
Yep,
You're
exactly.
so you're waking up at 6 to call her to make sure she's up, right?
I'm trusting her. She'll be up.
Okay, okay, okay. I mean,
I
that's
helped with
hopefully a balm for everyone out there who's looking for a job right now because I hear the market's not good, so, uh it can happen. Can happen to you. Happen to Catherine after a year of interviewing, so
yeah. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Like I think she went through must have been like over 50 interviews.
Mhm.
And yeah, not a fun time to get a job, but it is a fun time to play Magic cards. We played Dog Meat, and she got into 15-15, and there's like this one card. It's based. I forget the name of the card, but it's basically like when the nukes go off is the theme of the card, and
Okay.
depending on how many creatures are out on the board, it's cheaper to use. So I
Oh,
had
it's
a
Ruinous
bunch.
Act, right?
Yeah, Ruinous Act. Yeah,
Or is that what it's called?
and
Something
my
like that.
my deck kind of puts a lot of 2/2 creatures out. Like as I'm milling, I get a lot of 2/2 zombie druids. So I had a pretty full board and I was looking like I was gonna win, and she just had one big scary dog. But I'm like, I could block that dog for days. Like
Yeah.
I'm fine, right? But then she dropped the nukes on me and just was able to attack my face over and over, and it was all over. But it was good
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, only needs to hit you twice with a 15-15, right?
Yeah,
Blasphemous Act, excuse me. Have
that's
that card
it.
in a couple decks, it's a goodie. It's a goodie for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
Ethan, after you gifted me that one deck, I feel like now I need to take a break because I've bought a lot of cards in the last like 2
I
weeks.
will I will say your passions, my friend, burn bright. They burn
Yeah,
bright and they burn quick, right? Is how you
yeah,
you get into things. So as long as you have the decks around, and then anytime we get together, we can play. I'm happy for you to have them. I figure you will taper off. I'm like I
yeah,
saw the amount that you've invested into new decks recently, and you haven't even started buying singles yet, which is where you can really rack it up. If you like singles is the cheapest way to build your decks, but if you want to get like a really good competitive deck, you gotta invest some money in that. And
yeah.
I saw how much you're investing. I was like, I know line doesn't go up forever with Jamie, right? So he'll stabilize.
Yeah, exactly. I'm into it right now and I'm having fun with it. I'm like listening to all these like different YouTube videos and stuff, trying to like wrap my head around all of the mechanics because there's a million different mechanics.
Yeah,
But
Stan.
now, just even having the 2 decks at home, Catherine, like, likes playing games like this and stuff too. Like, it is barrier to entry, there's a lot to take in. I'm sure I finished the game, me and her both not knowing how to play. We got to the end of it, and I was like, "Oh, I completely misread that card."
Yeah.
We were both just, like, playing it wrong for a little
That's
while.
the best way to learn though, and that's why, when we played, friend of the show, Bobby, you and me at, like, 1 in the morning, and I was just playing I was offering you guys too much because I wanted the game to get over faster, I think. But that's really the best way to learn, is to actually, like, fumble through and try and think of, like, cool ways that your cards can interact, and then realize, like, "Oh, we were doing this completely wrong." Like, that's the best way
Yeah.
to learn, I think, for sure.
Yeah, so I got the Sultai Arisen Dragon deck that you gifted. I have the Fallout deck that I just got because I finished New Vegas this week, and I've been playing 4, and I finished the season 1 last week. So all in on the Fallout, and then I have Riders of Rohan, the Lord of the Rings deck on the way that I ordered, which is actually
Cool.
kind of hard to find. You found it so fast, but whenever I was looking around,
That
like,
is one of the stores that I use, that one. So, I
uh,
said I buy cards off I said I sent you the Mythic store, I believe. That was only a partial truth because I do use Fast FS and Imaginaire, when buying in Canada as well. And there's some other ones, like House of Cards is one.
okay.
Not the one with the pedophile actor, okay? This is the one that does little magic cardboard for me, alright? Um,
Kevin Spacey just tapping all his children cards.
oh, no.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Uh,
no, don't do it. Don't do it, Kevin.
putting his fingers down their sleeves.
Yikes.
Uh, yeah, that sucks. Um, yeah,
That sucks.
yeah, that sucks. I
Amy
hate it.
Amy on pedophilia. That sucks. That's quoted. I mean, yeah.
I take a strong stance on that. Yeah. Uh,
That sucks. No cap, right? We'll throw a
yeah.
no cap on that. Yeah.
Um.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
So Fallout, the season 2 is coming out, and did you know Macaulay Culkin's gonna be in it?
No, good for
He- He's
him.
gonna be one of the legionnaires of like Caesar's Legion. So he's gonna be one
Oh,
of
yeah.
like the Roman evil dudes. But
Oh, one of the cannibal guys. That's amazing.
yeah, yeah,
That's,
yeah,
best possible role, I think, for him on the show. I think it's the only way you could. And I mean, like, it must be rough to have, like, such a recognizable face, right? To be attached to, like, such a huge IP as, for those who don't know, he's the Home Alone kid, the original Home Alone kid. Um, and then to, obviously never work again because growing up in Hollywood is incredibly traumatizing and damaging to
yeah.
growing up, it turns out. But you see it, like, with a couple people. I mean, Daniel Radcliffe, too, like, being attached to the Harry Potter franchise. And, like, I hope he got a good deal. It seems like he got a good deal. And so, like, he's just like, I'm just only gonna do the weirdest fucking movies now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm only gonna do the one where I'm like riding a man jet ski. You know, what was it? Was it Swiss Army Man or Tusk? He was
Oh,
in
I
one of
don't
them.
know. I remember Tusk, but I don't remember him being in it. Yeah.
Maybe it was Swiss Army
Uh,
Man. Maybe I'm
is it his
misremembering.
brother who's in not Severance, the one about the rich family that uh Kieran
Uh,
Culkin, it's
it's
what's it
not
called?
Severance, not Euphoria. It's the
It's
other one.
oh
Not
man.
Pluribus. It's the other one.
It's not
It's
Inheritance. It's
loosely based on the Murdochs, or
yeah.
pretty tightly based on the Murdochs. It is coming to me right now.
I've
Here it is.
watched the
Up
whole
in my head.
show, and I liked it. I can't remember the name of it, but
It's not. Hmm.
it's a
It's
word
not.
about passing on wealth, I'm pretty sure, isn't it? Like, it's
Let's
not
do.
inheritance.
Let's just do. Process of elimination. It's not The
Okay.
Simpsons. It's not
Okay.
Family Guy. It's not
Yep.
South Park. It's not 60
Yep.
Minutes. It's
Uh-huh.
not MythBusters. It's
That's
not The
true.
Walking Dead. It's not. Shit. I think we've ruled out almost all of them
Yeah.
now. Oh, it's not Monday Night Football. Um,
It's not
it's
Fallout.
not Simpsons. No, I said that. Come
Uh,
on.
yeah, I'm interested to see how they handle it because it's obvious Fallout New Vegas, um, like, that's gonna be the setting for season 2. They're going to New
Yeah.
Vegas. That's the big drop at the end of season 1. I listened to a thing and they confirm it's gonna be 15 years after,
Oh,
um,
really?
New
After the
Vegas
first season?
happened.
Oh, after
Yeah.
New Vegas happened. I thought you were
Yeah.
saying after the first season. I was like, "That's a huge gap." That was like that
No.
ended on a cliffhanger almost, like
Well, it is gonna be a bit of a time skip because
yeah,
I know, like, I listened to this one guy who's not allowed to say spoilers, but he went to a pre-screening of episode 1 of season 2,
okay.
and he's like, "There's a lot of character development. There's like a little time skip, and you're gonna jump in, and people like the wasteland will have taken over a bit more than it has."
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, 15 years would be crazy, though. That's not a little time skip. That's a huge time skip.
yeah. Oh my god, this video is just unusable. I'm just gonna stop it. My voice has been not recording the entire time, and it's covered on another window. There's no video for this one anyway.
This
So
is a back to audio exclusive. You guys didn't
yeah,
see all my I've been doing a lot of finger guns this episode, so you guys have missed out on those, but just close your eyes, rotate a cube, and now
yeah.
picture me doing finger guns and apply. Apply liberally.
Uh, it'll be interesting to see what factions are in season 2. At this point, it's out. You could go watch it, but I
Geysers,
think
NCR. Did we meet the NCR in the first one? I don't think so.
um there
I don't
must have
remember
been someone from the NCR, right? Let me think about that.
not necessarily. It's like
When
it's
they go
not
to
a
that town, they go to Philly. Maybe there's
because
an
they're not
NCR
East Coast,
person.
the NCR, right? It's California.
Yeah, it is in LA. The season 1.
Oh, was it? There you go.
Yeah, because
I don't
they
remember
go to the
seeing
Griffith Observatory in, like, the second last episode or the last episode, and I remember that specifically because I went there last year. I was like, "Oh, I'm standing right where the ghoul is standing." I could have met him. Yeah. Um,
Well, you just watched it. I haven't watched it since it come out. So when
yeah.
inevitably the fans are like, all of these characters are from the NCR.
Yeah. I don't remember the NCR sticking out, like, because the Brotherhood is, like, a clear line. They have,
Yeah.
um, then the ghoul and then the vault dwellers, and then you go to a town. Then there's management, which, like, we don't fully know about, but it seems like her dad is gonna be part of the management, and that's why he's actually a bad guy or something, but I don't know. But I mean, apparently it's gonna be 15 years after, but they wanted to go in a direction where it wasn't like a set canonical ending. Like, because in New Vegas, you can choose a side, right? And there's like one of 4 endings. You can end with
Yeah.
House, which is like the status quo for Vegas Strip. It stays the same. House rules over it.
Yeah.
Yes Man, where you get the independent Vegas, where basically you get to choose how
You
Vegas.
become Mr. House. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's
NCR.
NCR or Legion.
Kaisers.
Yeah, Kaiser's like the strongest will survive. NCR is kind of like, we will protect you and make government, but there could be taxes too, though. That's how
And
taxes
also
work.
and inefficiencies, right? Like
Yeah,
it
exactly.
there's like when you take like Helios 1, it's like this solar array station that you can capture, and all the major factions. It's like one of the first major story missions where you really get a feel for the different factions, I'd say. Where like Mr. House says, like, I think it is being routed to Vegas. So I think it's like this, like you say, the status quo, Mr. House
Mhm.
like has it. The NCR wants it to go to not the people, even though they are in theory a democracy. They want it to go like
Yeah,
they're like, hey, we have like strategic locations that need to go to and for the NCR, right? Like they need to go to our bases
yeah.
basically.
And
Because the
Helios
realm
1
is
was the Brotherhood's first. The
yeah,
Brotherhood had Helios 1, and like their old like captain or whatever was like, we gotta stay here. There's something real good here. And then the
mhm,
NCR took it from them, and then the Brotherhood lived in a bunker for the rest of their lives.
yeah.
I blew
And
them the
there
hell
is
up.
there is something really, really good there. I don't know if you got it in your playthrough. But you can
Isn't there
get
like
like
a mutated is there a mutated version of like the guy who stayed behind from the Brotherhood? No. Because I saw like a clip of of what looked like a mutated mess somewhere. I'm like, where in the game is that? Because I didn't even go to Helios 1. I didn't have to in my playthrough.
oh.
Yeah.
No, there's you can so one of the things you can divert the power to the NCR bases, you can divert the power to Kaiser's Legion. You can like spread out enough power that there'll be like rolling blackouts and brownouts forever, but everyone will have like a little bit of power.
Okay.
Or you can divert the power to the like the Helios like project, like this like top secret like project. You can like divert it to that, which is a satellite. Which when you get to New Vegas, there's a little boy who's playing with a toy ray gun that you can
Yeah.
buy off him for like 1,000 caps or something like that. If you pass a persuasion check, he'll sell it to you. And if you do both those things, you get the laser and you activate the satellite. You get like a hammer of dawn, like call a laser down
Why?
on people to blow up a spot, basically. Yeah.
There's so many cool like, I was looking into it today to maybe get an episode together, and I was like, "How do you get the Yes Man ending?" Because I met the Yes Man, but I honestly I just went with House. I wanted to
Mhm.
see if I just stick with House the whole way through, how does that play out? And I didn't do any of the Yes Man stuff. And apparently, you can meet the Yes Man after killing Benny in the casino. You can get straight to his place.
Yeah.
Or you can sleep with Benny. If you have a certain perk, you can
Oh,
have
it's
sex with
yeah,
the guy who shot you.
the the equivalent of the lady killer, but for women talking to men, I think for
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
Widow? Black Widow, I think is what it's called.
I think that's right, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is my first time actually beating the game. I did the battle for Hoover Dam and then I fought the Legion at the end. I ended up being on the NCR's bad side
Yeah.
too, 'cause I
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And you have to kill, what's it, Lacate? Lacote? The
Yeah.
last boss guy, it's hard as hell from,
Mhm.
the Legion. I was shooting him with an assault rifle point blank in the head, and he tanked 4 shots, and he didn't go down 1 tick of health. I had to eventually, like, just back up, and I got a missile launcher called Annabelle from Black Mountain. There was, like, a super mutant that had a missile
Right, yeah.
launcher. Yeah, and I just had to, like, backpedal and shoot missiles at him and, like, kind of mess up his, like, pathing by jumping off a cliff over and over again, and I
Yeah.
finally ticked him down, but man, he was a lot harder than everything else in the game.
And, like, it's it's a final boss, so I kinda, like, get the idea behind it, but it is a game that is not served well by having a difficult final boss because
Yeah.
the combat is super clunky, and it's like you say, it's like just launch more missiles is how you win, and,
It's
like, the
not
movement doesn't
mechanics.
feel
Yeah,
good. Yeah, exactly, and it's like
it's
it's
just
an
more health.
RPG, so it's like you shoulda just leveled up more 5 head, and it's like, well, I'm trying to beat the game, and it's like a very strange game.
Yeah.
It is fine, but, like, I would say for if you're stuck on it, just lower the difficulty, man. Just pop into
Yeah.
those settings. If you're stuck at any point in that game, just pop in those settings, lower down that difficulty until you get through whatever you're stuck on.
Yeah.
Because really the dialogue is where it shines and, like, the little interactions between, like, various things. Did you find the super mutant haven off the road, like, the village that they're making?
I
You can
don't
find a
think I
village of,
did.
like, reformed super mutants, which is some, like, really cool, storylines as well. They've built a settlement, like, up in the mountains, basically, and, because 'cause they're all crazy from because 'cause they're addicted to using stealth boys, right?
Mm.
Super mutants, and, yeah, so that you find, like it's essentially like a rehab center, and, like, some of them are
Huh.
just, like you can get a super mutant follower there, um, as well. Uh, yeah, it's, worthwhile stories there too. There's so much to that game, honestly, that, I feel like I could just say, like, "Oh, did you go to this place? You go to that place? You go here?"
Yeah.
Like, we talked
I
about the rocket
got
launch
to
already.
yeah, I got to a point where I was like, there's more stuff I wanna do, but I have so many games on the go, I might as well just finish this one off, or else I'll never finish it kinda
No,
thing.
exactly. At a certain point, you and me both, I think we're like that, where it's like, "No, I gotta keep sprinting or I'm gonna stop."
Yeah. Um, I Yeah, going to the Vegas Strip. I'm like wondering if I did all the boomer quests where you fish a giant plane out of a lake and then
Right.
it shows up in the final battle. Like they get a bomber
Yeah, yeah.
operational and you get to watch them drop a big bomb, which is I hope they have the boomers in the show. Um,
Yeah. It's one of like, there's so many things that I'm like, "Well, they have to," right? Like, the boomers, they have
yeah.
to, but then I would say that about anyone, like, the super mutant, colony up in the mountains, they have to, but there's no way those guys are gonna like, that is gonna feature in the show. Maybe a bit of fan
Apparently
service, like a nod to it, but
there's like 50s style gang called the Kings
the
in New
Kings, yeah.
Vegas. Apparently they're gonna show up, or at least a group of them, as ghouls in the show.
Okay.
Uh So they said like they don't really elaborate on like how it's gonna go down or what happened, but it's gonna be 15 years after the game and after the dust has settled after the battle for Hoover Dam. Some factions are in better states than others, so we'll see what the kings are like. But I'm excited for Elvis talking ghouls. That'll be fun. Uh, yeah,
I've been I'm excited for Fallout. I do not remember the first season at all, and I struggle to watch a show, let alone rewatch a show.
Hmm.
Like I never watched Arcane season 2 because I told myself I'm gonna rewatch season 1 because it's been so long since I watched it. Watched one
Yeah.
episode of season, like rewatched one episode of season 1 and said like, "Well, I'll pick that up again at some point." Just never did it. But I'm excited for season 2 of Fallout because I feel like I have the context I need. There'll be parts that I'm like, I don't remember why they're. I know there was a head involved, a guy's head. I don't remember specifically
Yeah.
what they were looking for, but
Oh yeah. What was it? There was
it's the
something.
MacGuffin.
Anyways. Yeah. Exactly. It was the head who's being tossed around, but I think. Well, we were listening to a podcast together. We know Kumail Nanjiani is going to be in the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, true.
Which is
Yeah,
fun.
you did tell us that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Told us that on Comedy Bang Bang, another podcast. No
Yeah.
cheating.
No cheating. But
I've
I'm
been
excited. I want to play more Magic, dude. We got to play some Magic. I want to make a big. Can we just do it live right now? I'll read every card.
right? Yeah. No video, just us reading cards. I got some more cards. I got my first little batch of cards for my Azula deck today. So
Nice.
we're getting close to building that one. But yes, we can play anytime, man. You wanna come over this weekend? Play.
Uh, yeah, maybe.
Why not? Huh?
Yeah.
Um I've been playing. I watched and I posted the link. I don't know if you watched it, but the Divinity trailer from the Game Awards
Oh, I did watch
uh,
it. That looks
is
insane, dude.
insane, right?
Oh my
Insane,
god.
insane, insane.
The
Uh,
pig like eating the slop while
I,
the humans are taking in the slop of like burning someone alive
yeah,
too. It's all like so
yeah,
greed and like nasty and
it's
uh
so good, man.
I
For those who haven't seen it, like the trailer opens like there's a guy in shackles and he's like clearly distressed, and then it cuts to like a festival outside. As the trailer plays, you realize like the guy is in this like giant effigy, like he's shackled in that, and then they eventually set it on fire, and then he turns into like void woken, like he turns into like these horrible monsters, which then devour all the people there. So he's presumably a sorcerer, as they say, sorcerer with a U. Um, and so, I mean, yeah, definitely some Divinity lore coming soon. I'm replaying Divinity Original Sin 2, which I never beat. I put 140 hours into it, never beat it, or something like that.
I
So
saw
I'm
you
now,
playing
of
it
course,
and
starting from scratch.
yeah, I downloaded it too because I was like, "Oh, you're playing." If it's like Baldur's Gate, where I could just hop in and control a character, I'll download it. So if there's ever a gaming night, we can just hop in. But
Yeah, it totally
yeah,
is. I mean, it is so funny. So yeah, that's one thing I was thinking about today. Like, it's so incredible that, and like Divinity Original Sin 2, I think was a well regarded game when it came out. And I'm gonna look up the dates for when they came out, DOS 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, because Baldur's Gate 3 obviously like huge critical acclaim, right? And it came out in 2023. I think that was the full release, right? And then or I don't know if that was early access release. Divinity Original Sin 2 came out in 2016, right? Although
yeah,
wait, Google is disagreeing with itself. It says 2017 and 2016, but whichever, like it like 6 years before, 7 years before, something like that. And it does not feel like Baldur's Gate 3 does not feel like a 6-year leap over Divinity Original Sin 2, if that makes
right.
sense. Like Baldur's Gate 3, like not a bad word about it, pretty much. But Divinity Original Sin 2, also such a good game. Like storytelling so cool, the world's so cool, and then like as far as controls are concerned, it's like a tiny little tiny bit jankier maybe than Baldur's Gate 3, like a slightly less polished, but man,
Mm.
it is a smooth game and a good game, and like it's just so cool. The world is so cool. The the combat is better, I'd say, than Baldur's Gate 3, but that's probably just me being too familiar with 5e and like D&D combat as it is. So it's like just staler for me, I guess. Like
Okay.
I do that every Tuesday, whereas like Baldur's Gate 3 is like it's new spells, new interactions. There's a lot to do with like the terrain, and you
Mhm.
get like different classes of mage who will make it rain, or they'll make it rain blood, or they'll make it create a poison cloud. And like when rain hits fire, it puts the fire out, obviously, right? But then it also creates steam, which will like block line of sight. And then if you could set poison on fire, like you can create a puddle of poison, you can set the poison on fire, and people come like
Cool.
poison and burn. And eventually I don't remember what it's called because I haven't gotten to where you see it yet, but there's eventually like the void woken, like what you saw sprout from the guy in the trailer there. Eventually you come up against that, which is like necro. So you get like necro fire, and then like necro water
Uh,
and necro poison, and like there's all these different like interactions between terrain types and magic types, which I think is cool.
that's kind of what I was imagining when I was watching the trailer. Like, it is really cool and fun, but the controller, the trailer is like so like cinematic and like amazing, and then you actually go into the game and you're gonna be like just like doing like complex systems interacting with each other and like moving slowly, clicking, thinking
Yeah.
about which abilities to use first, and it's gonna be a different feeling than the in the game than the actual trailer. But I am still
Yeah.
excited, especially now getting into. I have 38 minutes played in Divinity Original Sin 2.
Mhm.
Um, but now after putting like, I don't know, 12 to 20 hours into Baldur's Gate 3, I think I'd be a lot more receptive going back to it because
How far did you get in BG3 now?
uh I've honestly been just farting around Act 1, just walking around. I went to
Long, man.
like a witch's hut,
Oh
had
yeah.
to fight some gnolls, or not gnolls, red caps.
Did you
Uh
fight the witch?
I did something stupid. I followed her all the way down into her lair and I fought all these things. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I have like pretty much full health, but I'm almost out of spell slots. Let me just walk up and like go rest, have a long rest outside, and come
Yeah.
back in. And when I came back in, you can't go through that invisible door anymore.
Oh, I
So
think you get another chance to interact with her in the future, so
okay.
I think you're fine. But
I met a frog outside who like there was something up with the frog. And then I talked to him and he was like, just didn't want me to talk to him. And then when I said I'll leave you alone, he's like, the frog looks relieved. I'm like, okay. That'll that'll
yeah,
that'll come into play
too
later, I
close to
guess.
home, man. Too close to home. Every time I
Yeah.
try to talk to frogs outside, they act so fucking uppity. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. But I've mostly been playing Fallout. And then I got back into 4. Um
Fallout 4.
and after yeah, Fallout 4. And after playing New Vegas, like I know 4, I love 4. 4 was like my
Mhm.
introduction into modern gaming. You went with me to Best Buy. I got a TV, a PS4, and Fallout 4, all in the
Yeah.
same thing, coming off of a crappy laptop. So it was such a huge upgrade of everything, and I hadn't really gotten into Fallout before. So um coming back to it from New Vegas too, there's just so many quality of life things that happened
Yeah,
in the 10 years between games.
absolutely.
Like just
But then they gate story progression behind go break up some typewriters, dude. Like,
yeah.
that's what frustrates me. I know I've
I
used that
don't
example
care
many
about
times.
I don't care about the settlements, I don't care about the building. That part could be completely left out, but I'm having fun with just running around and gunning. And like
Mhm.
you kill something, you look at it and it tells you what items
It's on
are
it,
in
yeah.
it just by hovering over it.
Mhm.
And that is so nice. And then sorts them to the ones that you'll pick up the most. So like a stim pack will always be right at the top. You don't
Yeah.
have to skim through it. And um it's so much snappier to the combat. Like I was in
Yeah.
Nuka World, I was trying some of the DLC, and I had a 10 mil, or sorry, a 50 cal pistol, and just completely luck build broken. Like I would
Mhm.
just shoot the pistol once, and everything would explode, and then my critical meter would be full, and just do it again, and like I could take waves and waves and waves of them, and I it was a little too OP almost because I was
Yeah.
never scared of anything, but
Which
um,
happens in a lot of Bethesda RPGs, right? Like
yeah.
even New Vegas, like you'll get to a point where death claws won't really be a concern for you anymore. Like there's
Yeah.
in New Vegas, there's so when you start, and one of the things that's often applauded with New Vegas is like you can go in any direction. In one direction, there's like an old quarry which is full of death claws. In another direction, there's these narrow canyons filled with these enemies called cazadors, which are probably worse than death claws, honestly. Um, and then there's like you go away from Vegas if you want to go like the normal route or whatever. But that Deathclaw route, like you go back at the end of the game and like I cleared out that Deathclaw nest. You know what I mean? There's like a
Yeah.
Deathclaw matron and there's like all this other stuff in there, but it's an RPG. You need that power fantasy a little bit. So
Yeah, I'm level 38 too. It's like
Mhm.
not the beginning of the game at
Exactly.
this
Yeah.
point. There is going to be death claws in season 2, and they're a mixture of what's it called, practical effects and CGI. Just
Cool.
because of the size of them, they had to do some CGI,
Yeah.
but the face and the claws are completely practical effects.
Nice.
And the character designer for Fallout 4 apparently commented on it, saying it's like a very faithful rendition of a Fallout 4 Deathclaw. So
Nice.
yeah, it's gonna be very cool to see. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm gonna be on vacation in a couple days too, and
Damn, son. What
yeah,
the hell?
my
I need a
girlfriend's
vacation.
starting a job tomorrow. Dude, I'm gonna have like I love spending time with Catherine, but I'm gonna have so
Of
much free
course.
time. I will not know what to do with
Yeah.
like.
No,
I
I feel you. I ended up working on Saturday and then working on and because of my work on Saturday, I ended up having to work on Sunday as well. Which is like fine. You know, like normally
Yeah.
it's like it's fine. I don't do it very often. When it has to happen, it has to happen. And I have like enough flexibility at work to be like I can leave early on Friday or something if I want. But Ariane, my wife and daughter were out of the house
Uh,
for all day Sunday pretty much, and I was like, "This is the day. This is the Sunday that I have to work." Right? Like every other Sunday, it's like we're running around with our daughter and you know
yeah.
doing this thing, doing that thing. I was like, I actually had just a day to myself, and that's the one that I got to work. That's
Ah,
worse than working on the weekend is not being able to capitalize on that gamer time, right? In your
yeah.
30s, but
Yeah.
mid 30s now, huh? 35 next year.
Dude,
Holy
I was
moly.
thinking about it. I'm like, man, I haven't been to a doctor in 10 years. I should probably just go make sure everything's okay, you know?
And at your age, I think they'll still say if nothing's bothering you, don't bother going. You have been to see doctors too. You went and got your sleep apnea taken care of, right? It was a team of doctors that dealt with that.
Yeah, not real doctors. I just like I never even saw the doctor. I saw
Mhm.
a person who sells sleep apnea machines, and they gave me a thing to take home to tape to my chest, and then they sold me a $2,000 machine.
It worked,
So
man. It worked.
it did work.
That's
But
the like I will say. I think if you go to a doctor, like you can't like especially in your province of Quebec, where there's kind of a crisis going on in healthcare right now. Um, I think if you go to your doctor and say like I'm just here for a checkup, they'll be like get the fuck out of my office. You know, you know what I mean? Like they'll be like
I
they do
don't
not have time for you.
I don't even have a doctor. But Catherine's new job tomorrow, receptionist at a clinic. So
Ooh, there you go,
maybe
huh?
maybe I can
And you do have private telehealth through work, so that's yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I should.
you do have access to a doctor if you really want it. But
Okay, that's
but
good to know.
I've been to doctors recently because I have a plethora of problems because I have the constitution of a baby bird. Um, and yeah, unless you're going with something specific, saying like, "Hey, I want this thing checked out," like they're not gonna.
I think just like blood pressure and my heart, because in my like
You can
all
check
the
your blood
men,
pressure at the pharmacy. Just go to the
the
pharmacy.
last time I did, it said high.
Well, then maybe you want to talk to a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I checked it once a year ago, and then I've never wanted to confirm that. I don't want to be like I have high blood pressure, so I just never checked
That's
it again.
so stereotypically male. That's like crazy, dude. That's crazy how like Jamie's the man's man. Who knew all
Yeah,
this whole time?
I also went, like, after the biggest breakfast. We went to this, like, Greasy Spoon that's just down the street, and I ate, like, so much greasy potatoes, and I was just, like, sweating from eating breakfast, and then I checked
Mhm.
my blood pressure. I'm like, "Maybe this was not the best time
There
to
was some
do that."
subconscious guilt about what you ate that morning, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea if I don't know how blood pressure works. Blood pressure. I don't know how
Me
it
neither.
works. Obviously, I don't know if like if it's too much food and you had too much sausage in your veins and that forces the blood to be more pressurized. I don't know. I don't know.
I think, like, anything can affect it, like, just even having bad sleep and stuff, you can have. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know,
probably.
like, all the
You also
Filipino
famously
folks that
don't have good sleep
yeah.
nowadays. Nowadays. Mm.
Yeah. That's like I have a lot of I work with a lot of Filipino folks,
Hmm.
and they have a word for it in Tagalog that means like high blood pressure, like your blood's moving fast or something. And whenever they're sick, they always like refer, "Oh my, I have high blood pressure today." And I was like, "That's weird. I've never heard like someone like the weather like talking about their blood pressure." You know what I mean?
It's
But
funny you use the weather and pressure because I immediately thought of I used to work with a guy who anytime I was feeling off at all, like I'd come into work, I just be like, oh, I got a bit of a headache today, or like, my stomach's upsetting me. It was always like, oh yeah, big pressure change in the weather today. And it was like, shut up, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I want to be sick. I want everyone to be like, oh, poor little baby. I don't want you rationalizing my illnesses at all. But that feels like similar, like where it's just like I'm trying to think of like an equation, but like we always say, like I have a cold, right? Which is like probably not
yeah,
true. There's like a million diseases that you could have, you might have, or like the flu when people have like gastrointestinal distress. You know what I mean? Like norovirus
yeah.
is called like the stomach flu or whatever when it's not influenza at all. Um, but yeah, that's a fun one. I I'd love to. I wish you knew it. I wish you could remember what it was because you just saying they have a word for high blood pressure. It's like yeah, we do too. It's high blood pressure, but
Yeah, no, it's like a
my blood
saying,
is running.
you know?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a little idiom, huh?
Yeah, idiom. Idiom.
He's
What
looking
is
it
an
up.
idiom?
Hey Google, what is an idiom? It's just a picture of you. Oh man.
I said idiom, not idiot. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I would have to ask Archie, but it's like something in like the back of your
Call him.
neck, I feel like is involved.
What time is it? 4 in the morning. Call him.
Like he lives here.
Oh, he's in Montreal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not 4 in the morning here in Montreal.
High blood. Don't
Hi.
make me high blood, which means don't make me angry or stressed. I don't know. This is an AI answer. I don't know, but
Don't trust that one.
yeah.
Mm, that's not right. Although, don't make me high
Oh,
blood. All right.
did you see this? There's
Don't
an
make me hello
announcement
blood.
about Silk Song.
I did not see there's an announcement about Silksong expansion. Whoa, that's funny. I was just talking
Yeah.
to my wife about this the other day. I've been so into Sea of Sorrow. Beautiful new areas, bosses, tools, and more. I haven't even beaten it.
Yeah.
So I kind of I wish I had. I was just talking with my wife the other day. I came up against a wall in the game, put it down, and then just like have been cycling through other games ever since. I will pick it up again someday. I know I
Yeah.
will in my heart, but
Dude, you would
uh,
have beat it this Sunday if work didn't get so busy, honestly.
yeah, truly, it was the fault of capitalism, I guess. When you really get down to it, it's the fault of Karl Marx for not doing more. I think is probably fair to say, and he
Yeah.
should be rolling in his grave, and ashamed of himself. You know what the ultimate, insult is? Karl Marx, did they pay for graves back then? Because you gotta pay for a plot now, right?
I don't know.
That's probably, like, the ultimate insult that he had to pay for his, like, casket, all that stuff. Probably hated it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
These the means of production.
Yeah, you think they just fed him to some pigs or something? That's probably how I wanna go. Wanna
It's like
go,
the
not wanna be not wanna be interred, that's how I wanna die. Fed to pigs.
dude. I There's radiation in the game of Magic the Gathering with the Fallout decks.
Yeah, rad counters, eh?
Yeah, you rad and then they have to mill cards, and if
It's not
any
very
card that's
rad.
not a land, you take damage.
Yeah, friend of the show, Magnus, famous Discord enjoyer, recommended you the Mothman deck, which I have played against, and which is absolutely cancerous because it is all about stacking those rad counters.
Okay.
And it's pretty. If they really get it off, it gets out of hand really fast.
They didn't have that one at the store. I
Mhm.
asked about it. They had all
I
the
think it's
Fallout
I think
decks, but that one was the strongest, so it was sold
yeah,
out.
that's
Yeah.
it. I think that's that one's typically sold out because it is the most popular.
I broke even on my Lord of the Rings pack. Um,
Yeah, what'd you crack? What'd you pull
let
out of
me
there, huh?
vamp for a second. I'll grab it.
Sure, sure. Vamping. He's scrolling. He's rolling across the room. He's got his little
This
dragon's
is
shield box.
Yeah, this is my box where I put all my cards that are worth more than $1.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. and I
Do you
open.
are you using like a software to track all your cards? Are you uploading all your cards?
I'm not. Should I?
No, you can if you
It,
want. Just makes them easier to know if you already have something. I can't say it's too pixelated.
yeah, it's called Flowering of the White Tree. It's a legendary enchantment. Legendary creatures you control get +2/+1 and have ward 1. And then non-legendaries get +1/+1, and it's just a 2 cost white card. And it was worth like
Okay.
$5 or $7 or something.
Yeah, that's a good little card, man. That's it's good in Commander. It's I bet where they sell it for because end up playing. Well, yeah, in like token decks. It's not standard legal, of course.
Yeah, opened a bunch of packs on stream too. And I got a hollow Gimli, which is
Oh, how fun! I
not
don't know if I've
not
ever
worth
seen
anything,
Gimli.
but I like it. Oh, and then yeah, I got the card you wanted. I have
Yeah,
to bring it
Toph
for
first
you.
Metal Bender, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Now I've invested so much in the Azula deck. I don't know if I bankrupt myself trying to build a Toph deck, but that's when I bought Avatar packs. I was like, I really wanted to build a Toph deck, and I was like, oh, I'll just buy Toph. And then we went to the store. I was like, I'll just buy a couple packs. Bought a couple packs, pulled Azula, and was like, okay, well, I'll make an Azula deck then. And now
Then
I've got Azula and not Toph first Metal Bender, but she looks cool. That looks like a really cool deck to play.
yeah. And then a pretty good card that I pulled is Summon Bahamut from the Final Fantasy.
Hmm.
It's like one of those cards that like over the course of turns it does different things. It's like a
Yeah, there's
saga or a
sagas, so they enter with like a saga counter on them, and then at the beginning of your turn, it like moves down. It's like three or four different effects usually, and then as the game goes on, it does like a different thing on each turn if it doesn't get removed, basically.
yeah. That one's my most valuable card by far. I didn't even realize because at first I was just pulling them and opening them, and I'm so new to the game. I don't know what's good or what's bad and stuff. So just looking through, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a cool card. And then after like near the end of stream, I was going back over everything, and Honest Don was like, oh, that's a really good card. And I looked it up, and it was like almost worth $30 or something, which is like pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I can see like the idea behind it. So the key thing with sagas is that they do a thing at the beginning of each of your turns. But what they actually do mechanically is they add a counter onto themselves. So I can think like there are ways to add counters to stuff, like the proliferate mechanic. My Titus deck, which you flip through, has like
Yes.
proliferate as a mechanic. So I'm thinking like you want to play this, then you want to find a way to like add 3 counters to it right away. Cause like doing
Mm,
its big effect in 4 turns is like way too slow, I think probably.
yeah.
So if I had to guess how people probably like really use this card is like you drop it, you like spam, 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 and then it blows up and wins the game for you. Because 9 mana for a card is like
It's a lot.
I was thinking like, oh, I'd buy it off you for my Titus deck, but my Titus deck will never get to 9 mana, or it will, but it'll take it all day. In most games, it will never see 9 mana or dream of 9 mana, right? But it would have ways of like increasing the saga count
You have the
on it for sure.
Dragon Commander too, right? Kelris?
Kelris? No, I have a Tarka.
The Tarka. Okay. Maybe Kelris is the Murloc. Anyways, I was at the store and he was trying to sell me a dragon deck. He's like, this one's really good. But I was like, oh, I think Ethan has that one. And it's a lot more fun if we have different ones because then we can like hot swap them out whenever we want to try new
Yeah,
things.
but was it a Tarkir Dragonstorm? Because I had like the basic commander. I had like 2 of those. I had Gisa and Geralf, and then I had a Tarka World Render, I think
I
is
think
her
it was
name.
the Dragonstorm Tarka. I think it was a Tarka.
Well, so like what I was saying was is specifically not Dragonstorm is the one that I had.
Oh.
Dragon Lord Atarka, maybe that because Atarka probably has multiple printing, so there might be another Atarka deck also.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. It
Tarkir
was
Dragonstorm commander. There is a Dragon Lord Atarka, which is a commander from that set, so it would be a different deck, but probably do something similar because dragons usually do
okay.
the same thing. Same colors, probably similar playstyle. When a Dragon Lord Tarka enters, it deals 5 damage, divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and/or planeswalkers your opponent's control. For 7 mana, flying trample. I don't get what this is gonna do, but I guess the rest of the deck must do something with that, huh?
Must. It must.
Must
Well,
mussy.
yeah, this has been a episode that this is like a bonus episode. If you guys haven't if you made it this far, This is what is our Patreon is like. It's a lot more free form, us just talking about whatever we're doing that week and just talking about what we're enjoying. If you like the normal lore episodes, you just want to hear more of us. The Patreon has like we're coming up on. I think we're 10 away from 200. We're at 190 or 191. So we're coming up on an
Jesus.
extra 200 eps plus our 400. We're starting to get up there. When are
That's
we gonna hit 1,000 in like 2 years?
Jesus. No. That can't be. Didn't we just hit 400? Oh, I guess combined, you're saying.
Oh yeah, no 4 years because we do 100 a year about because we do 2 a week.
Combined, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hope you liked it. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
We'll be back soon. Huh?
Yeah.
How's that? How's that for a sign off? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll give the
Bye.
regular listeners a kiss. Mwah.
Wow.
I'm nowhere near the stop button.